Hey there guys, Prime here with another Team Fortress 2 gameplay. Today we're going to be covering a demo review of a recent UGC Gold Scrim that I had with my team. Our team Goyim Gaming, which we're a new gold team, versus Dedoris, which is a existing silver team that's moving up to gold or planning on moving up to gold this season in season 14. Um, got a couple ringers, so it's a little bit things are a little bit uncoordinated, but primarily our combo is set and ready to go. So without further ado, let's hop right in. Of course, before I start, my loadout is the standard comp medic loadout, Crusader's Crossbow, Medigun, and Ubersaw. So here we go. This is Goyim Gaming versus Dedoris on Payload Swiftwater. And here we go.
4, 3, 2,
We'll just close this out here. There we go. And here we're holding behind the fence. I thought that we might do a soft hold here. So we shoot down the soldier, we get the reflex. The demo jumps in as well. He goes down. We were going to do a soft hold here. So Spades, who was trying out / ringing for engineer for us. In there, I'm peeking where I shouldn't be. But anyway, he decided he was going to rescue Ranger his gun back to tunnel once we encountered some serious resistance or once we forced their Uber pop. So here we're just holding. We're trying not to lose Mikey here. Spy was called out in the house, so our Pyro runs to go check for him, sees him upstairs, and decides that we should probably start backing out once we start losing people. Right now, I'm just trying not to die here. I called their demo out behind us and to the right. At this point, Spades and I both decide it's time for us to back out. I'm trying to get out of dodge without getting headshot. Their sniper really, who is Eagle, who played with my team last season in Silver, really, really good sniper. He was just doing a lot of work on this particular map. So here I'm just trying to keep a buff on everyone that I can. We've got our sentry gun up in tunnel, so now we're getting a little bit of spam in. I eat a spam sandwich. There's a spy scout that got found out. And I decided to use here because they popped, so I counter pop, just trying to get as much damage into their combo as possible. Here I back out and allow my demo man to die. I probably could have stayed in, but given the amount of damage that was being focused on our combo at that time, I probably would have died if I'd stayed in there. So I backed out, kept myself alive since their medic died. There was no reason for me to be suicidal. And now we've got a nice strong Uber advantage, which is going to allow us to defend a little easier. Spades did a great job with his sentries. Unfortunately, their spy was really good and was able to get in on our engineer quite frequently and able to get stabs. It happens. I mean, everybody has off days. It wasn't really Spade's fault. It could have been more their spy just playing smart. There, see there, he gets stabbed. And, of course, I called out that spy before the stab, but unfortunately, sometimes you can't just... sometimes even when you call things out, there's just not enough time to react. There goes their heavy ragdoll flying through the air. Their soldier, okay. Now here I pop. I don't really have any object of popping other than getting myself out clean, which I managed to do. So I get myself to third now. Unfortunately, I lose my pyro along the way. So now I'm at third by myself with just the engineer, and I'm failing my jumps. I was trying to figure out if that was really our engineer or if that was a spy. Of course, once he shot at me, I figured it out. So now we're setting up kind of in the standard hold spot for third. We haven't, they haven't even capped second yet. However, I thought it was a good idea that we back out rather than trying to fight, landing a crossbow on our demo there so that I can get him buffed a little faster. We probably could have sacked a couple people and held that point a little longer, or maybe if I'd have stayed in. But honestly, I didn't feel like dying there. And here their demo gets really aggro into this house, so I decide to come back upstairs. Of course, trying to keep a full buff on everyone in my combo as much as I can, while also keeping an eye on that flank for the sniper. I really like that position where I'm holding right there, because it's really difficult for the spy to get to our combo when we hold up here. And here there's no real reason for us to pop into them. We should wait for them to come to us. So I'm telling my Pyro Mets right now that this is going to be his Uber when they come in. So I tell him to stay fairly close so that he knows that this is his Uber, so we can try to stall out their Uber with our Pyro. Because anytime that the attacking team has to come through a choke point to attack your sentry gun, Ubering your Pyro is always a great option. There we almost lose Mikey, and I see their demo get aggro and peak. And I'm trying right now just to keep the beam on Mets to keep the... and then I'll put the beam on my heavy for cleanup damage. But unfortunately, we weren't able to keep the cap from happening. And there's that sniper there trying to shoot me in the face, and he finally dies. Mikey finally kills him. The soldier's in there too. That's a spy scout that I decide I want to heal, which is not a good idea. I'm getting jumped by the soldier here. Really, if I'd have been able to surf a little bit, I might have been able to get away. But there was really not much that I could do in that particular situation. It is what it is, you know. So I come up on last. We've got a pretty decent time. I think we go just a little over 10 minutes, and then we end up actually beating that time. So we actually do fairly good on offense. Here I'm just trying to give out buffs to my flank classes as they come by, so that they can go out and do things without... And I was yelling at Logan to come and get a buff because I couldn't really get out to his position, so he kind of moves in a little bit. I should not have done that right there where Mikey was peeking there. Would have been a terrible way to get killed, and I would have lost 40% Uber doing it. So here I decide to fall back behind our sentry gun, which is where I should be, so I'm not getting shot in the face. Those windows on that house that you see me peeking from around that right there, those windows that I'm looking at right there, that sniper can shoot through those windows. So it's generally not a good idea as medic to be up this far unless their sniper's dead, which right now I believe he's on the right-hand side of that house. So his sight line to me is not that good, but at the time I didn't know that, so I shouldn't have been there. And here again I call to Logan, come here and get a buff before you go out there. Let me, you know, let me give you every opportunity to win that fight against a good sniper. And again, spy just comes from behind, gets our engineer. We're going to lose our sentry gun here. It is what it is, you know. So of course they know that we don't have a sentry gun, so they're going to start getting aggro, and they're pushing in. We lose our heavy here, and I decided to use because I knew that we were going to get bombed. At this point, we decided to use the rest of this Uber to back out upstairs. And we do a pretty good job of holding here. We make them push into last several times before they finally cap. We actually do a pretty good job. I really love holding up here. The only problem with holding up here is where I'm standing right now. There's a big long sniper sight line down that hallway to where my heavy is looking right now. Keen is looking, and you can really get hit hard there. So I sneak around and I'm trying to keep myself out of the sniper sight line and out of the demo spam. I'm not entirely sure what our sniper and what our demo were doing over there. But I decided that the best thing to do would be to get a nice buff on our demo and try to anticipate where their push is going to come from. I know we almost have Uber here, so we don't want to push out into them. That sniper peeking, that demo peeking. So I try to milk it, and then I pop it. And we try to get in and get their combo. And unfortunately, they had Uber as well. Now, I don't know what in the blue hell I was thinking here. I guess I was thinking run past that soldier Ubered, and let my combo fight them. What I should have done was stay in that fight a little bit longer, but I didn't. I left. I was playing really passive in this scrim for some reason. Playing really scared, and I think a lot of it had to do with how well Eagle was doing, killing me. I think that a lot of the reason I was being so passive and playing so scared was that I didn't want to get shot in the face. That was actually the first time he had gotten me. So I was a little upset, but Eagle and I are good friends, and he's a hell of a sniper. And I enjoy playing against him because it really tests my ability and my map knowledge to stay out of the sniper sightlines. We hear they're pressuring us pretty badly. We know they're going to pop in, which they do, trying to get our sentry gun. We got a spy pyro who gets our... and he actually gets a couple people here, which is crazy. But a little over 10 minutes, not a bad time. And so we go into the setup time here, and through the magic of editing, I'm going to go ahead and delete this out. So we'll be right back. And we're back through the magic of editing with 5 seconds left. And our demo is going to do something a little crazy. He's going to do a base jumper jump here. And I believe he drops their entire freaking combo with one caber, which is insane. Just watch the freaking kill feed here. Boom. There goes their pyro, their medic, their heavy, everybody. So I'm thinking, okay, we're good to go. Now, I should have been looking at the kill feed because just prior to that, he killed somebody, and I should have known he was still alive, but Eagle got me again and dropped an Uber. Good shot on him. Terrible play on me. I should not have been in that situation. I should have waited until the sniper was called out. And in fact, in the second half, I wait until he is dead or occupied before I push out. And as you can see, we could have easily beaten their time quite handily going into second if we had had an opportunity. Now here my combo crosses, and I say, okay, I don't really want to cross here, so what I should have done instead of standing there and trying to cross anyway would have been to go up and around through the back, and I think I do that here in just a second. We decide we want to rotate into the flank, so I'm checking behind me, of course doing the typical things, and I rotate through here, which makes it a little harder for the sniper to get on me. And even then I take a little bit of spam damage from some of their team. But Keen with the Fist of Steel just daring the sniper to shoot him in the head. I back off that because that could be a spy, but it ends up being our spy. So here we have Uber. Metz called out for the soldier to be up there, and he was, so thankfully we were smart enough to pay attention to that. And here, I believe I drop a couple people. Keen gets a little too over-aggressive. I'm forced to pop. And I'm trying to flash, trying to get as many people in on the Uber as possible, when what I should have done was keep the beam on our demo so that he could take out their sentry. And unfortunately, because of that, I drop him. And here I run into their spy, and he's just looking at me, and I'm just looking at him, and I end up dying here in a second because this is not a good place for me to be. We should have rotated out of here, and our heavy should have held that door open for us, and we should have gotten out of dodge. Instead, we end up eating a lot of spam damage, and I end up dying. Timely sandwich by Keen there. Oh, shoot, I still have my demo line. Let's turn that on. Yeah. Ovulation just jumps in the window and drops me, which, of course, yeah. It's going to happen eventually if you hang out up there enough. So here I've respawned. I'm with our sniper ringer Logan. And I hear Mikey call out that he's behind me, so I decide that probably better to go out main here. So we're just going to build Uber. I see that scout. I come freaking dick hair away from getting sniped there. Mikey ends up eating that snipe for me. Their spy's doing work on the flank. Their spy was doing a great job of pressuring our combo. I know you don't see him a lot in this. You don't see him a lot in this particular gameplay, but he was there and he was ever present. So we were really paranoid, both about him and about Eagle. So, and here I'm trying to get a buff on Logan so we can peek that corner. We end up getting a scout cap. I call out the spy. Unfortunately, I'm sitting here going, "Hey guys." So I end up having to Uber because he gets a headshot on me. So now, at this point, we're just trying to take out the sentry gun. Another timely sandwich by Matt Keen. Their sentry gun goes down. Now we're trying to get a little aggressive. I'm trying to push cart. I should not be peeking this corner right now. What I should be doing is crossing and getting to the flank to help pressure their combo. So I get buffs on everyone on the cart. I kind of back off, and then I cross. Once I'm sure that they're getting pressure in. I buff Logan. I'm trying to get buffs on Keen and Mikey. Mikey kind of backs off. He says he needs ammo anyway, so I'm going to let him go get resup, and I'm going to heal Keen here. And then I'll put a buff on Mikey. Unfortunately, I dropped Keen there. It happens. Their demo was playing very smart. We have an Uber here. We decide we're going to wait for Keen before we push in. No, we use. Okay. They pop. We take out their sentry gun. They don't really have a lot. I decide to flash Mets to give myself an opportunity to get out. And it works. But I end up getting body shot by Eagle from, I don't know how he hit that shot. I think it was just, he aimed and fired and was hoping to hit somebody. But hell of a shot by Eagle. And so here I am again, respawning. I haven't died very frequently in 2 rounds. So I'm kind of playing fairly well, but I'm also playing really passive. And right there, great play on their flank classes. I should not have been where I was, and they punished me for it. They really did. They bombed in with their scout and their soldier because we had just dropped their medic. And I should have been further back. Their soldier got 2 rockets on me, and their scout finished me off with a body shot. Or with a meat shot. So. Now here I'm trying to get heals on Smashy, who's our flank carry. Does a really good job on the flank for us. I see the spy on the cart. I see him jump to try to kill our demo. The soldier jumps the cart. He goes down. I'm trying to keep heals on everyone. Spy on the cart again. It's just getting wild and woolly and hairy in here. And now I'm about to lose Mikey here if I don't get some heals on him. So I put some heals on him. I get a little bit of heals on Mets. We back off just a little bit. And Mets dies to some splash damage. I'm trying to put heals on Smashy. Got to keep that scout and that soldier overhealed whenever you see him. About lose Mikey here. He's at 90 health. We have an Uber. I call out that we have an Uber. Now what we should have done here was not walk straight in with that sniper sitting there. He blew that shot, and he admitted to me later that he blew that shot. But if he'd have hit that shot, we'd have dropped an Uber there, and our time would have been, you know, a minute and a half. Here, I think I drop Mikey, or I drop an Uber to Eagle here. I can't. I mean, I'm just sitting here eating spam for no reason. We're not really doing anything, and we shouldn't be in this situation. And I'm still just eating spam and eating spam and eating spam. And I'm trying to save that health pack for me. And here I end up having to use because they're soldier forces. So we're not going to get anything out of this. I think we get a pyro pick, and that's about it. Or a heavy. I decide the better part of Valor is to run away there. So I back all the way out because we forced the Uber. I'm not sure what their heavy medic was trying to accomplish there. I think they were just trying to stop us from pushing the cut. I'm not really sure. So their pyro's kind of peeking that doorway. At this point, the spy's going to have a difficult time getting out to us, so I'm just trying to keep heels on. That demo's our primary concern. He was constantly peeking that door, and I told Mike, somebody told Mikey, I can't remember if it was me or someone else, that if he were to just trap that door, he would kill that demo every time he peeks. And so there's their spy. They've got a Wrangled level 3. It's in an odd location, makes it really hard to spam from the ground there. Smashy getting that card in there, sacking himself for the cart. Unfortunately, that's part of Scout in Highlander, is being that cart bitch. And here we decide to walk in. We use the sentry gun was sapped. We got a great coordination. We dropped their medic, and boom, we win the round. So yeah, that was my demo of UGC Highlander Gold Scrim with Dedoris with our team Goyim Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and be looking for more as the season progresses. Thanks, guys. Take care, and I'll see you when I see you.